It begins like any other morning. The world doesn't announce when it changes. It just does. At 6:17 a.m. Eastern Time, the first reports appear online. A flash in Eastern Europe. Satellite data showing something no one wants to believe. A missile launch. Within minutes, social media fills with confusion. News anchors hesitate between speculation and silence. And as the story unfolds, the truth hits. The first strikes of a global war have begun. Across the United States, the reaction is not immediate chaos. It's disbelief. Phones vibrate on nightstands. A handful of early risers scroll through headlines that shift from unverified explosion to NATO response confirmed. The markets haven't opened yet, flights are still boarding, and the hum of everyday life continues. Coffee machines, morning radio, traffic. But under the surface, something invisible starts to ripple. At 6:45 a.m., an emergency alert lights up every phone on the East Coast. The message is blunt. National defense condition elevated. Remain indoors. Await further instruction. Most people have never seen a DEFCON alert in their lifetime. Some think it's a hack. Others assume it's regional. But the sound, that sharp, unmistakable tone of an official broadcast, is enough to silence breakfast tables and freeze commuters mid-step. In major cities, law enforcement begins activating protocols written decades earlier. Crowd control, transit shutdowns, curfews that haven't been used since the Cold War. Subways halt between stations. The airspace over Washington and New York is suddenly cleared. Flights bound for Europe are ordered to return to the gate. But still, no explosions, no bombs, just information. Fragmented, conflicting, terrifying. Television networks switch to emergency coverage. Anchors read statements that sound eerily like history repeating itself. Government officials urge calm, but their expressions betray something else. The fear that this is not a drill. As the sun rises over the East Coast, millions of Americans watch it with a new kind of awareness. That something irreversible has begun thousands of miles away, but the shockwave is already reaching their front doors. By 8 a.m., America is awake, not yet under attack, but no longer at peace. The world has entered a new chapter, and the first day of World War III has begun. By mid-morning, the rhythm of daily life begins to fracture. The nation's communications networks remain intact, for now, but information has become both lifeline and poison. Television anchors speak in hushed tones. Every broadcast loop repeats the same message. Remain indoors. Stay calm. Do not travel unless instructed. In cities like Chicago, Atlanta, and Dallas, people pour into supermarkets. The aisles fill faster than any storm warning ever triggered. Shelves once stocked with bottled water, canned food, and batteries vanish within an hour. At gas stations, queues stretch around the block. The sound of engines idling mixes with short bursts of argument, small flashes of fear from people who, just hours ago, were running late for work. The government's strategy in this first phase is simple: containment. Keep the public informed but not terrified. Maintain basic order while military assets reposition quietly behind the scenes. But the silence, the absence of visible war, begins to erode that control. By 10 a.m., false reports start spreading faster than officials can refute them. Messages claiming